It used to be that outdoor music festivals were the stuff of summer. But now, from punk rock to pop and country to contemporary jazz, the festival season starts in spring. This past winter, the Art Institute of Chicago and online music magazine Pitchfork tried something new, taking advantage of the outdoor music festival off-season with an indoor version of their own. It's called Midwinter. NewsHour Weekend's Christopher Booker has the story.
Of the many questions surrounding just how to host a multi-day, multi-stage concert inside one of the country's premier art institutions, perhaps the most interesting, does hearing music change the way we see art? For 3 nights in February, the Art Institute of Chicago, in partnership with Pitchfork, a digital music publication, tried to find out, opening its doors for Midwinter, an event billed as an unprecedented art and music experience.
It's not a festival in that it is really a new kind of experience, both in terms of the festival world, but also the museum world.
Jacqueline Tarrasa is the Art Institute of Chicago's Women Endowed Chair of Learning and Public Engagement.
I can see where Pitchfork would jump at this, but was there any hesitation amongst the Art Institute?
Never. I mean, of course, we had to think about how we would make it happen. There wasn't a question about why we would make it happen. The museum has never thought of itself simply as a place for passively presenting work. It's a place where work gets created. It's a place where people bring ideas and where we use the collection to inspire and to generate new forms of experience.
Spread out over the nearly million-square-foot institute, the event hosted over 30 avant-garde and experimental musicians for performances within and among the museum's celebrated collections, from vocalist Madison McFerrin to singer-songwriter Bill Callahan, whose music has been described as atmospheric desert blues and counterclockwise to the rest of the world's spin.
The lucky suckle teeth of the strong pig knuckle meat.
For harp player Mary Lattimore, Midwinter wasn't her first time playing in a museum. But it was a perfect opportunity, she says, to keep pushing the boundaries of her instrument.
Where does a harp player fit in this world of experimental music?
There's just no rules in any of the experimental music, and the harp has so much potential, like so many untapped sounds that you can make. You can bring it into the future and like modernize it by playing things like this.
Playing on a staircase that sits between the Impressionist and American folk art galleries, Lattimore recorded sections of her music as she played, looping those recordings throughout the performance and playing on top of them.
Do you think there's a greater appetite for different types of experiences when it comes to live performance?
I think so now, for sure, yeah.
Why do you think that would be?
Music is so accessible now. It feels like people aren't as invested on the individual record itself, or like, you know, it's become a little bit more background music since people are getting it for free from everywhere. And so like having a really dynamic performance in a weird space it's hard to replicate.
Our audience has always been the super music fan, the kind of music nerd.
Pooja Patel is the editor-in-chief of Pitchfork. She says Midwinter is part of a broader effort within the magazine.
We're trying to make it more purposeful to comment on how music is reflective of a larger cultural narrative, right? The way that politics and social issues and race and identity kind of inform the way that we listen to music, right? So we have Joey Purp, who is a hip-hop based artist. We have William Basinski, whose ambient work came out of, you know, the aftermath of the attacks during 9/11. And Laurie Anderson, who is this icon who released music on a label of an associate of Andy Warhol, who is featured in this museum. So I think that the way that we've kind of connected the history of that mindset and also the diversity of that.
The mindset of experimentation, breaking
Innovation,
bounds.
being forward-thinking.
Do you think this will bring people to the museum who wouldn't necessarily come to the museum?
Definitely. And my hope is that for those who believe that our museums are about some kind of only quiet, passive looking, that they will come and they will discover that it's not at all like that.